Welcome back to the Fantasy Price Check. Today we're going to be talking about Amari Cooper. Just to let you know what we're doing on the channel, we are doing ADP price checks and we are grading players based upon whether their ADP is overpriced, underpriced, or fairly priced. We're going to be doing ADP price checks all season long leading up to draft, so I want you to click that subscribe button. By subscribing to this channel, you will hashtag win the draft. Let's get into Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper is currently being drafted in the third round as the 28th overall pick as a wide receiver 9 off the board. He's currently being drafted after Mike Evans and Kenny Golladay and ahead of Odell Beckham Jr. and A.J. Brown. In 2019, Amari Cooper saw 119 targets, had 79 receptions, 1,189 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He finished as a wide receiver 7 in total points and the wide receiver 11 in points per game. However, I don't think that Amari Cooper is worth a third round draft capital, and I'm going to tell you why. One of the reasons that I don't like Amari Cooper is because he doesn't get top tier target value. Last year, he ranked 18th in targets. Another reason that I don't like Amari Cooper is that his teammate, Michael Gallup, had nearly identical production to him in points per game. He was averaging about 10.5 points per game in standard and 15.5 points per game in PPR, and he could be drafted 2 to 3 rounds later. Another issue that I have with Amari Cooper is that he will sometimes just straight up disappear on you. Last year against the Jets, he had 1 reception for 3 yards, and then he was completely blanked by New England. He had 0 receptions that game. And then against the Rams, he had 2 receptions for 19 yards. You're going to get frustrated owning Amari Cooper. In certain weeks, you are going to be questioning whether you should start him or sit him. And Amari Cooper isn't even being hyper-targeted by Dak Prescott. Here's a list of guys that had more targets than Amari Cooper: DJ Moore, Courtland Sutton, Robert Woods, Jarvis Landry, Tyler Boyd, Allen Robertson, and Devontae Parker. If you're going to be putting Amari Cooper up in the top 10 wide receivers, then I want to see him be top 10 in targets. And now the Cowboys have another mouth to feed after drafting CeeDee Lamb, which is just more competition for targets. And although Amari Cooper had 8 touchdowns last year, the Cowboys are not targeting him in the red zone. Amari Cooper ranked 43rd in red zone targets at the wide receiver position, with just 9 red zone targets last year. If you draft Amari Cooper, you're looking for a stat line of about 80 receptions, 1,100 to 1,200 yards, and 7 to 8 touchdowns. Guys like Tyler Lockett, DJ Chark, Jarvis Landry, Allen Robinson, and Courtland Sutton can get you those numbers, and they could be drafted a round later. Do not draft Amari Cooper in round 3. Instead, pivot towards a running back like Chris Carson, Todd Gurley, or Jonathan Taylor, and draft a wide receiver in round 4 that could get you nearly identical production. Amari Cooper is overpriced. Draft running back in round 3 and pick up a wide receiver in round 4. Guys, if you like what we're doing on the channel, I want you to smash that like button and click subscribe. We're going to be coming out with ADP price checks all season long leading up to drafts. And if you want to check out other wide receiver price checks that we've done in the past, I'm going to throw up a playlist at the top corner of your screen, so be sure to check those out. By subscribing to this channel, you will hashtag win the draft. I'll see you guys on the next one.